Welcome back, everybody. Ladies, good news. The men are back in town. They're here with straightforward answers to the questions you've always wanted to ask. Welcome back, relationship expert Dr. Paul Dobronsky. Welcome, doctor.
Thank you.
Entrepreneur and father-to-be, D.C. Crenshaw. Lawyer David Atunga. And a very famous Chicago radio personality, Jonathan Brandmeier.
Thank you. Thank you. Look at that guy's belt buckle. Look at this dude's belt. Look at the doctor's belt buckle.
It's a
zoom in on his
video
crotch.
screen.
Look at that. Is that crazy? That's the craziest belt buckle I've ever seen.
All right, gentlemen, you know how we play the game here.
Absolutely.
I'm going to throw out a question, and then just feel free to chime in and answer the question. First question out, this is from a viewer. How would you guys handle the situation if you were at a party and a friend was flirting with your wife or girlfriend and she seemed to be responding?
Go for it.
I'd laugh.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, he wouldn't be my friend if he was flirting with my wife, and then we have to put them dukes up.
Yeah.
You know, and
any guy who
you're not
flirts
gonna
with
start
your wife
fighting.
isn't a Bretman. DC's about 240 and he's a brick house.
Yeah, I wish I was like that. But anyway, no. But no, if there was a guy that was flirting with my wife and I considered him a friend, and she was receptive to that, I have some issues with that.
You start fighting him?
No, I wouldn't. No, not right
Come on,
there.
man.
No. What I would do is, after the party, or I have a conversation with my wife, and like, what's up with this? Well, you guys were getting a little cozy over there. Something wrong here? And we.
Well, don't you think flirting is just flirting? I mean, it doesn't mean anything more than that.
It
Depends if
on
it
how
crosses the line, though.
Yeah.
I'd probably just sit back and watch and see where it goes. And I mean, if she steps over the line or something, then maybe we have something to talk about.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I would not fight with him if he's got big guns. I wouldn't fight with him. But you're saying that you would have a conversation with your wife, right?
Absolutely.
And okay, let me play the part of your wife. You come home, you tell me. What's up, DC?
I'll be like, and I would say, baby, you got a little mustache right there.
Yeah, I got it from your best friend.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Go to bed.
All right. I mean, I don't know what would be wrong with flirting. Is flirting wrong?
I don't think flirting's wrong.
No.
It depends if it crosses the line. Now it's wrong.
Right, exactly. Yeah. I mean, if a guy, if it's a subtle flirt or things like that, but if someone's crossing the line and, getting to someone's ear, then that's not going to work for me.
You know the ultimate key, though.
What's that?
Take her home later and show her a really good tie.
Wow.
This is a family show, doctor.
Is this the Springer set? Are we on Springer?
Oh, my goodness. Okay, what would you do if you had a friend who wanted to make the friendship more than a friendship, knowing that you told the person, how you could lose them altogether? So if you had a friend who wanted to kind of cross that line.
A man friend?
I would hope, well, I don't know. It depends.
No, I'm confused about the question.
No, say you had a female friend, a companion, and she wanted to take the friendship to the next level. How do you
Are you married or unmarried?
No, you're unmarried.
Oh, yeah.
And so she want to take the relationship to the next level?
Right.
But you're not interested?
You're not interested.
Oh, well, how would he handle that?
Yeah.
Well, first of all...
You would fight her.
Women want to know. The women are the ones that...
Well, first of all, if you're going to put yourself out there, you better make sure that you're going to get a positive response, back. Because it can be a little intimidating and it can be a little embarrassing, too, if, you approach someone and say, hey, I've been feeling this way, and the guy's like, wow, I just want to be friends. You know? So you just got to be careful about that, and just hope that you're getting the same vibe that he's giving off.
Well, because I think it could put a strain on the relationship, and
Definitely.
the friendship
I
could
think
come
you
to
just
an
have
end.
to
So you got to have
explain
that.
Yeah, if you really value the friendship, there might not be any room there for a relationship.
What guy says, I just want to be friends?
Not too many guys I know.
Not too many guys.
No, that's right. I mean, really, that's the age-old question, right? I mean, that's when Harry met Sally. I mean, do you really, even if she said, like, I'd really like to take this further with you. I didn't mean to touch you when I said that.
What are you implying?
You know what I'm saying. What would you have to lose by just kind of testing it out for a bit?
Well, then you never
lose the
become friends
friendship,
again.
though, yeah.
Once you cross that line.
Yeah. No,
Wait. You're saying I couldn't test it out if she wanted to be more than friends? Why not? Well, then I'm going to fight you. Come on out.
We actually have a web question, guys. Why don't men put the toilet seat down?
Because it's easier to leave it up.
It's cleaner that way.
Yeah.
Well,
why?
When you leave, like, why don't men?
Well, I do, but there was a time where I didn't, and my wife said, how come you didn't put the toilet seat down? I said, well, how come you didn't just put it down when you went to the bathroom? It's not that hard to put the toilet seat down if it's up. Now, I mean, I guess it's out of respect that you're supposed to put the toilet seat down for the lady
I
or
will
whatever.
tell you.
Do you put it down?
No, I'll tell you something right now, and I'm going to embarrass myself, and I'm going to tell you from my heart. I sit down.
You do?
Yeah.
Wow.
Really?
I think this is a different type of show.
Coming up on Friday's show, Jonathan Brandmeier.
Doctor, why do I sit down? Just stop doing that.
I know, it's not. And everybody says, but let's be honest, it's so much simpler to sit down than it is to stand up.
It requires more effort, though.
No, you sit down. How much? Look, I can sit down. There you go. It's over. Nobody gets sprayed. Everybody's happy.
Dr. Pop, you put the seat down?
I do. Just out of a matter of it being proper to do so. But I think there's a mental mindset between being a guy on the go and you just leave it up for convenience, and if you're single. But if you're a married guy or you're thinking of commitment, you start putting it down.
Can we edit that part?
I think guys leave it up because they kind of do like drive-by peeing, you know? They run into the bathroom, just pee wherever, and then turn around and run out, you know? Put your hand under the water and run.
That's
I
crazy
grew up
talk.
with 3 older sisters, so it was ingrained in me ever since I was a kid, so they trained me well.
Not one of you guys ever just sat down. Is that what you're telling me here today?
No, not
The camera guy shaking his head. Oh, yeah, I sat
not
down.
since I was 5, man.
Yeah,
But
when
who
you were
wrote that
5?
rule? Who wrote that rule that you have to put a seat down?
It should go both ways. They don't put it up when they're done with it.
Exactly.
Right?
Maybe
For
keep
us.
the seat up for
point.
it.
All right, one last speed question here. If you found out your wife or girlfriend had been with more partners than she initially told you, how would you react?
They always have.
Right. Well, the old rule is whatever number
That's
they
what
tell
the
you,
studies say. The
whatever
studies
number they
say
tell
that-
you divide by 2, right?
Yeah.
Oh, ladies, I'm getting some bad looks from the
That
audience.
same lady keeps yelling about everything. I don't know what her problem is.
That's what all the surveys say.
Right. So surveys say women are lying
Private
about how many
surveys.
partners they've had.
Yeah, men actually amp it up.
Oh, yeah.
And women lower it.
Right.
That's what the studies say.
Well, I think that first of all, it wouldn't change anything, but I would be a little. Guys don't really want to know the true number of partners that women have slept with. I mean,
What does it matter anyway? Does it matter?
Yeah,
It only
does
matters that she
matter.
lied to you in the first place.
Yeah,
Other than that,
It
she's
does
the same
matter
person.
because we always want our girlfriends or our wives to, we want to have that special thought of they were.
You want to be the
pure
first.
and-
Pure
exactly.
and saintly.
We got the 2 Tims. They're going to come in and feed us. Come on in, guys. You guys are hungry. I hope.
Oh, yeah, we're starting.
Yeah. There we go.
You might be hungry. Yeah. Okay, we got veal meatballs, comfort stuff, guy food.
Mac and cheese.
Oh,
right?
that's
Veal
good.
meatballs with portobello caviar on crostini and classic macaroni and cheese.
All fantastic.
Kind of balls are these?
Veal meatballs.
That's a great idea.
Raised in like a plum sauce.
This is for Erica's having a cocktail party coming up. I mean, this is going to be a nice
Can we have the
cocktail
cocktails
party.
then, too?
Yeah.
Get a
She's making
martini.
cocktails.
Gentlemen, I want to thank
We're
you for
doing the
coming
food.
on
Thank you,
the iVillage, Guy Village panel. Is your information safe on the net? That's the question. We have web guru Jared Hoffa coming up next with all the answers.